good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast where we got breaking news, okay? One of the best defensive backs at the D2 level for, Bowie State back when they were a dynasty, after the head coach left and all his players into the transfer portal. One of those players into the transfer portal was Raymond Boone. Now, Raymond has committed to Jackson State. That's right. He's coming to Jackson State. Nugget was really excited about it, as you can see in the comment section. If you go on Raymond Boone's Instagram profile, you'll see Nugget all over it. He was happy because he played a big part in trying to get Raymond to come to Jackson State. As a matter of fact, he said Landover takeover because he's from Landover, Maryland. Now listen, man. Raymond was a former 3-star recruit coming out of high school. The man really is a bona fide player. He is a bona fide playmaker in Jackson State secondary. Remember when I made that video saying Jackson State secondary is scary? They just got a lot scarier. See, when it comes to accolades, Raymond has it. He has it. Like I said, he played for a very good program in Bowie State at the Division II level. Now, as far as measurables go, I think he's about 6 foot, 200 pounds. Right? It is going to be interesting to see where Coach Prime plays him, because when you think about it, they really have their pick of the litter now. Like, I hope you understand me when I say that. You have Nugget, you have Travis. Those are two who we know are going to start. Now it gets a little tricky after that, right? Because now you got to get Cam playing time. Shiloh has to get playing time. John Huggins is an NFL recruit, is an NFL prospect. He has to get playing time. You feel me? On top of that, you got Joker coming from Middle Tennessee State, okay? You got the DB from Duke, the transfer from Duke. He's there now. You got Tavion Beasley. You got Isaiah Bowden. And now you add Raymond Boone. And I'm probably forgetting the name as I talk about these kids as I name them. This defense, I had a lot of people in the program tell me that they believe that this defense is actually going to be better than last year, because it's not going to be dependent as much as dependent on one guy making all the plays, right? Which was James Houston. The defense was great, but it was led by James Houston. Now you have a collective of guys who are going to evenly contribute to the defense success. Coach Thurman is a happy man. See, I was told some things about this defense and I wish that I could tell y'all, but I can't. So I really got to keep on the hush. But just know, I am fully expecting this defense to be even better than last year. As a matter of fact, nobody should score over 17 points. When you think about the talent on this, I'm not going to say nobody. Maybe Alabama A&M, they have a lot of offensive weapons, right? But there should be very few teams that score over 17 to 21 on Jackson State. Andrew Body being another one who's very good and can, most likely do that. But still, this defense, man, this defense is spectacular. And keep in mind, the cuts are still coming. Right, it's gonna happen. They're at 130. They got to get down to 100. But Raymond is not gonna get cut. That I can promise you. Right, this dude is a bona fide playmaker. So hey, you're seeing the highlights. You let me know what you think about him down below in the comment section. But man, this is a big addition, because those Bowie State players they're athletes. They're real athletes. They come from a very good program. But yeah, with that being said, you're watching the CFL podcast. I go by the name of Kobe. I'm out. Peace. Oh, and by the way, Mr. Boone is a redshirt sophomore, if I have not said that earlier. So he has a couple more years. And he's also an NFL draft prospect. But hey, with that being said, you're watching the CFL podcast. I'm out. Peace.